with the Travel Counsellors brand, you can earn more than you ever have before in your current agency role. It's been a beautiful day here in Melbourne, so I hope you've all had some sunshine wherever around Australia you are. But let's get down to business. We're going to be joined later by Tracy Parkinson, our General Manager, and one of our Travel Counsellors, Sue Bradford, talking a bit about Phoenix and how Phoenix will help you control your own margin and therefore earn more dollars as well. But first off, what I'm going to do is talk through a PowerPoint that's going to just compare our model to some of the other models out there, and then talk through a commission comparison based on using retail supplies that you would all be familiar with versus our Phoenix product, which allows you to become your own wholesaler and control your whole margin. So if you could just bring up the PowerPoint for me, Rob. Now, reminisce of me, I should also mention that tonight you can give us a call on 1300 889 123 if you have any questions throughout the show, or you can always email any questions into webinar@travelcounsellors.com.au. So the first slide here is really just comparing, I guess, some of our Travel Counsellors model features versus some of the other models that are out there. We're not going to name them, but there are just a few that we are looking at and comparing to. So with Travel Counsellors, our commission split is 60-40, which on paper initially looks less than the other models, but we'll talk about that further when we go into how you can use Phoenix to ensure that you're getting higher margins even though the split is 60-40. Our monthly fee is $92, which includes your professional indemnity and public liability insurance. As you can see with the other models, your monthly fee is a lot higher. One of those models does include insurance, the other one doesn't, so that's an additional cost as well. With Travel Counsellors, you do have a global 24/7 head office support. Because we are a global brand and we do operate in 7 countries, there is always someone in a head office to be able to support you, as it would if you called into our Australian head office. We are the only model that allows that level of support where you will be speaking to a human, sitting at a desk to be able to help you do those things instantly. We also do not have any hidden additional costs. The only costs that we charge you are your monthly fee of $92 and the commission split, obviously. You will never get charged for out of hours IT support, any marketing that gets sent out to your clients on your behalf, or the upgrading and hosting of your websites. That's all included in your administration fee, whereas the other models do have a few hidden charges that won't include those things. Now, in terms of support, we also reconcile all of your client files and make supplier payments for you, which means you have more time to work on your business and do what you do best, which is spend time with your clients and put together those amazing itineraries for them. We are the only model that offers that level of accounting support as well. And most importantly, it's the ability to wholesale and control your own margin. So moving on from this slide, and apologies tonight, guys, it is relatively PowerPoint heavy, but it's probably the best way to get these facts and figures across. So moving on to the next slide, what we've been able to do here, or what we've done, is gone into our Phoenix system and compared the commissions in terms of making sure that you're selling it to at the same price to your client, but using Phoenix you'll get a better margin or more commission. So with this one, and I should also point out, what we've done is just use very family-friendly Australian destinations. So you'll see we've used Fiji and Thailand, and because we are we have used Jetstar airfares as well to keep the examples budget conscious. So what you can see here is that through supplier A, you would have received Radisson Blu in Fiji, 7 nights, accommodation only for $3,136. And your commission on that is $440. But within Phoenix, the price is exactly the same, but your commission would be $1,568. So what that means is that even at a 60% split instead of a 70 or an 80% split, you're taking home more money. So $940 there versus $308 or $350 in some of the other models. So an instant $550 plus more in your pocket. Again, we've done the Royal Beach in Seminyak, so we've gone to Bali from Fiji. This is 7 nights accommodation packaged together with Jetstar flights. Now, we are and were the first agency in Australia to do a wholesale fares deal with Jetstar, so we do have access to fares that other agencies don't. So again, priced through supplier A, $4,201, which meant that your commission was $292. Now in Phoenix, again, exactly the same sell price, so your client is paying exactly the same amount of money. The commission is $780. So again, when you do that split breakdown, even though 60% sounds like less, when you do the breakdown of those larger numbers, it's a $468 commission as opposed to a $200 or $230 one from some of the other models. Number 3, there is only 4, so I do apologise. I will stop talking over a PowerPoint relatively soon. This one's to Hawaii, so a bigger holiday. It's overseas flights. They're still Jetstar, but it's a 2-week holiday. So $6,569 with supplier A, which returns $631 commission to the agent. Within Phoenix, again, as always, exactly the same sale price, but your commission is $918. So again, when we do that breakdown, the 60% is more than a 70 or an 80% of a lower number. So that one's not a huge difference. It's only $46, but that's $46 it's better off in your pocket than somebody else's. And the last one is the Centara in Phuket, which I'm sure you all book quite regularly for us Aussies who are heading away to the sun, especially at this time of year. So again, 7 nights with Jetstar flights. Supplier A came back at a $1,941 quote with only $64 commission to the agent, whereas Phoenix priced exactly the same, $216. So you can see there in terms of the commission splits for some of the other run your own business, work from home models, it's more than double there, even though it's 60%, which as a headline sounds much less. So there is one more there, which is as an example of how much commission you can make when you're packaging some certain things. This is again just accommodation only. But you can see there that the 60% of $1,850 is a lot more than the commissions you would get from models that are offering an 80-20 or a 70-30 split. So how do we do that? We do that because we have our own dynamic packaging system, an in-house wholesaler called Phoenix. Travel Counsellors has both a retail and a wholesale license. So we go directly to the supplier and directly to the source in a lot of instances and cut out the middleman which of course allows you to have more margin without passing any more cost on to your client. But who better to hear that from than straight out of the mouth of one of our travel counsellors. So if we could just throw to Tracy and Sue, we'll go and then you'll come back to me after that.
So thank you, Veronica. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. I'm Tracy Parkinson and I am General Manager for Travel Counsellors Australia, and I'm even more delighted to introduce one of our travel counsellors, Sue. Hello. Hello. So Sue joined us 6 years ago and in that time has built up an amazing business, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to chat to her on how she's done that and how she has used Phoenix, our in-house system, to help her achieve a really, really good margin. So thank you for coming in and talking to us. So you have built up a great business with a really decent margin, and Phoenix has helped you do that. Now, we talk a lot about Phoenix,
yes,
and we all know what it is, but what is Phoenix to you?
Phoenix is flexibility. It gives me the option to choose whatever I want, whenever I want, and I have a whole stream of options with hotels that you just don't get from mainstream wholesalers, and it's easy. It's just really easy to use and really easy to find information.
So Phoenix allows you to become the wholesaler. So it gives you access to bed banks,
yep,
wholesale fairs, all different things. What has that meant to your business?
Oh, you can construct anything you want. You're not limited by, 3 or 4 hotels in one city. You can choose from a whole range of hotels to suit budgets and different client styles. It's flexibility. It's easy.
So did you ever think when you were a travel agent selling that becoming a wholesaler would be something that would really benefit you and your business?
I didn't really think a lot about it because we just didn't have the options. You didn't have that flexibility to be able to combine. You could pick your own airfares, but that was pretty well it. But now we can combine anything to make a package any way you want it to be.
But what does that mean to your business and to your customers? So price-wise, the ability to make more money, how does that affect you and your customers?
Oh, it's brilliant. I can put the margin I want on it. I can make it to suit that client at the time. So if they are budget conscious, I can look for that option and I can price it accordingly. If they're after something really different, even bespoke, you can make it to fit that. It's unbelievably easy, and you've just got to go in and give it a try. It's amazing.
Okay, so it gives you access to suppliers around the world. With us being a global company, it gives you access to suppliers that you might not have access to. How does that make a difference?
Oh, huge. The choice is huge. You're not just looking at a pamphlet and only being able to pick 1 or 2 options out of a pamphlet. You have the option to create exactly what they want. Do they want to be near a train station? Do they want to be near a monument? You have that ability to be able to pick and give them a choice of options that are just not in a pamphlet form. They won't get that anywhere else.
So the system itself, not if people are watching and they have never been in a wholesale environment, how easy is it to use? How easy is Phoenix to use in your business?
Oh, easy, really easy. You put the destination in, your dates, and you can ask it to give you options. You can also minimise it down, so you can ask for a certain standard or a certain area. Like it's really easy to use. If I can use it, anyone can use it.
It is a very, very simple.
Very easy.
So has Phoenix made a difference to your business, and if so, what difference has it made?
It's definitely made a difference to my business because I can construct a package for those special clients that really want something that they're not going to get from every single travel agent out there, and they want something. Maybe it's a special honeymoon, maybe it's a special anniversary, maybe it's just something different from an apartment to a hotel room. I can also put my own margin on it, so I'm not just making a flat 10% or whatever the company is offering. I'm actually making whatever margin I want, and it's my true worth of working as hard as I do.
Yeah. So as markups go, how much do you generally make? What is your average markup on Phoenix?
On a Phoenix, I try and make between 20 and 25%.
Okay.
It can fluctuate, obviously, but that is what I try and do.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking. And if you do have any questions, please do message in and we'll get back to you.
So thanks Tracy and Sue as well. It's always a bit weird when you're sitting in the same studio and someone interviews someone next to you. But what you can hear there, I guess, is exactly what we're all about at Travel Counsellors, which is our travel counsellors talking about how great our product and support, and product I mean Phoenix, and support is throughout the business. Now what I want to do is I guess just cover off a few other things we have spoken about, but talk I guess a little bit more about Phoenix and how it does enable you to earn more money. Again, part of how you can earn more money is to spend more time on your business, and that's when our support comes into play. So that's obviously working with our business development coaches, of which you all get assigned one once you join, and making sure you're making the most of your networking opportunities, and also doing the right things for you as a person. So we're going to encourage you to do things that your personality is naturally drawn towards, and also things that work in with your lifestyle, so it's not taking you away from family or friends or all of those things. Also our administration, which we talk about a lot, but our accounts girls here are fabulous fabulous in making sure that all of the funds are reconciled onto your client files, and that all of the suppliers are paid. So you don't have to worry about the annoying things like making sure your e-nets are all reconciled and gone through at the end of the day. That's time that you can either spend building your business further or with your family and friends. And of course also our amazing marketing support, our full 24/7 IT support. So if anything happens and your system goes down, that's your business. So we're fully aware of that and make sure that you are down for as little time as humanly possible if that ever happens, and that Phoenix and the rest of the systems that we use are always up and running. Now, what I've shown you today was really just a snippet of how Phoenix can help you control your margin and therefore earn more. So what I would love to do is for anyone who's watching and interested to give me a call, and we can run through a demo of the entire system, and not just the snippets that I've shown you today, but the entire program, how it links with the contact centre, and all of those things that just save you time, which inevitably means that it saves you money, and in this instance actually makes you more. So thank you so much for joining us. It was a relatively quick show, but we know that 15 minutes out of anybody's day is a lot, especially when you're at home and now with the family or you know, whatever it might be. Again, if you have any further questions, 1300 889 123. I will be available on that number until, you know, for probably the next hour or so. But that number is live all of the time. So if you want to give me a call tomorrow or the next day, or whenever it might be that you get a chance to watch our replay that we will send out, please feel free to call me and ask me any questions that you have, or alternatively you can email me on webinar@travelcounsellors.com.au, and we can organise a chance to meet and talk further. But that's it for me tonight, guys. Enjoy your evening, and hopefully we'll catch you next week when we have our next webinar.